Good afternoon. Sunday, yes. Japan's annual birth fall to record low. The number of newborns in Japan is decreasing faster than projected, with the number of annual births falling to a record low last year, according to government data released on June 4th. The Health Ministry said 686,061 babies were born in Japan in 2024, a drop of 5.7% on the previous year, and the first time the number of newborns had fallen below 700,000 since records began in 1899. Yeah. The decline comes about 15 years faster than the government prediction. Last year's figure is about one quarter to the peak of 2.7 million births in 1949 during the post-war baby boom. The data in a country with a rapidly aging and shrinking population adds to concern about the economy and the national security at the time the government seeks to increase defense spending. Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba has described the situation as a silent emergency and has promised to promote a more flexible working environment and other measures that would help married couples to balance work and parenting, especially in rural areas where family values tend to be more conservative and harder on women. The Health Ministry's latest data showed that Japan's fertility rate, the average number of babies a woman is expected to have in her lifetime, also fell to a new low of 1.15 in 2024 from 1.2 a year earlier. The number of marriages was slightly up to 485,063 couples, but the downtrend since the 1970s remains unchanged. Experts say the government measures have not addressed the growing numbers of young people reluctant to marry, while focusing largely on couples already married who plan to have or already have children. The younger generation are increasingly reluctant to marry or have children due to poor job prospects, a high cost of living, and a gender-biased corporate culture that makes life harder for women and working mothers. Japan's population of about 124 million people is projected to fall to 87 million by 2070, when 40% of the population will be over 65. Discussion. What are your thoughts on Japan's rapidly falling birth rate? I don't like to say no wonder, but it is true. I kind of feel it. Yeah, but I have seen many married couple, but it seems like they just want to keep their lives as is, not having a baby. They think it's hard to raise babies. I mean, it's not an easy thing, but yeah, my baby, yeah. Do you think the downtrend is likely to be reversed anytime soon? Probably not. Unless the government, organization changed. Now we are having an election, and I hope that this is going to be changed. Do you know many couples with kids? Actually, I do, though. Well, very few. I mean, very rare, but I do. How many they manage? How do they manage work and parenting? They're not alone. They ask people. Parents help them. Friends help them. So I think they're very open to many, friends and family, to be helped. The Japanese people are ashamed to ask for help. I think that is a problem, big problem. Well, and some of the fathers, they think it's shameful that the woman asks for help to raise their kids, and that's wrong. everybody should ask for help. What kinds of support or policies do you think would help working parents in your country the most? Changing a men's mentality. Yeah. Do you know many people who are reluctant to marry or start a family? Yeah. Some of them are too, yes. Further discussion, do you think it's harder to raise children today than it was in the past? I think it's easier physically because we have much better tools, like those was baby cars, and we have many cars, and we have those kind of thing. You can do banking and everything online. You don't have to really go out. So I don't know, it's more like people's mind, I think. Have your views on marriage or children changed over time? No, I have same policy. I have 2 children. Would you say the work culture in your country is family friendly? Not at all. How common is it for parents to work full time where you live? Very common. Which countries do you imagine are the best for raising children? Sweden, Denmark, one of those like a north. No, my cat sleeping in a really funny way. Anyways, yeah, the northern countries, I heard they have much more like a better support than Japan. So